Hey, what's going on, you guys? If you're watching this video, I'm kind of going to just give you a recap of the last what's today's date? Yeah, the last 36 days of my life. For those that don't follow me on social media or other platforms, February 14th, Valentine's Day, I lost my mom. That was probably one of the most, if not, still is like one of the most heart-wrenching, gut-punching, distasteful, hurtful things that I've ever had to experience. My mom was my superwoman, as you guys know. Like, I've made videos for her. I've scored 50, 60, 70 points for her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she was a parent that stayed, and everything that I did, from playing collegiate to attempting to go to the league to doing the overseas thing and even doing YouTube, like, my goal was always to take care of her, you know, like, give her the life that I felt like she deserved. And in no shape or form would I have ever thought that I would be in this exact moment. The reason why I can make this video for you guys right now is, like I said, I didn't cry so many tears, and I done had so many nights that I couldn't sleep, and I'll have moments where it just don't seem right. You know, I feel guilty for laughing. I feel guilty for enjoying life. You know, I feel like I'm supposed to be in like a depressive state and sad all the time, and you know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, my mom not here, and I'm not sure if you guys ever lost somebody close, whether mom, whether dad. But if you have, maybe you can understand where I'm coming from. If you haven't, I mean, like, you know, we all have lost things in life. I know you guys probably wondering like what's going on with the YouTube stuff and stuff like that. I just didn't care for it, you know? And I had no motivation for it. I barely had motivation to do this video. But I appreciate y'all, you know, like, a lot of you guys that have heard and do know, you guys have reached out and you have supported, and as you guys know, I don't have all the answers, you know? You know, shit tough, and most people make content because they want to, you know, be lit. You know, they make content because they want to get 1 million subscribers and just front for like life. This is me. Like you see on the shirt, it says this is what they don't see. Like, my mom was supposed to be in my commercial that's supposed to be coming out. My clothing line drops this Saturday, and it's kind of bittersweet because, you know, we have worked so hard to get to this point. Like, I was making clothing in the bedrooms and the dining rooms and the living rooms. You know, I was ironing, you know, vinyl pieces on the t-shirts and then mailing them out, and then customers was telling me that the pieces was falling off. You know, and in my mom's eyes, I was like, you know, I was like a superhero, a superstar, you know. In this last year or two, you guys that have helped me grow my platform, my mom was able to see me be a superstar. You know, she was able to see people asking my autographs and asking to take photos, and in those moments right there helped me hold on to the conclusion of my mom's story. And yo, like, I'll find myself, you know, just being in the crib, like, let me text my mom. I ain't talked to her in a couple of days because I was always talking to her, you know, and I still keep having those hiccups and having those moments. I don't know, you know, it's just tough, man. It's just tough. And I don't even know why I'm making this video. And I'll probably say this like 10 to 15 more times, but that was my purpose. You know, that was my everything, yo. Like, that was everything for me, you know. And I'm finding a hard reasoning to keep going with a lot of things, you know, like you know, that's, you know, people keep telling me like this is about to be my life for the rest of my life, you know, like, and that this emptiness that I feel and this hurt that I'm feeling, they're like, you're going to feel this for a while. It's like, it's not possible, you know. Like, it can't be possible, you know? Like, I don't want to have to keep experiencing this heartbreak every single day, realizing it every single day, you know? But it's like I have to convince myself to get up to go to work. I have to convince myself to get up and still train. I have to convince myself to still want to do these things, because when it comes time for me to have to perform or be on these platforms and all that, like, nobody wants to hear the sad stories, you know? And this is my sad story. This is my, you know, my tug at the heart. You know, people tell me your mom knew that, your mom knew how hard you work. Your mom was very proud of you. Your mom was, it's like there's so much more she's supposed to see, you know? My mom would have handed me away when I was getting married and having kids. Like, there's so much more life that she was supposed to experience, and I'm not in the position to really hear the whole, like, hey, there's a reason for everything, or don't worry, like, she's still watching you. Like, selfishly, I want my mom here. My mom wasn't in the best of health, but she was my superwoman. When she went through stuff, she got through it. You know what I mean? When bills couldn't be paid, she figured it out. So, you know, in my mind, like nothing could come in the way of me and my mom and stuff like that. So I'm just having a very, very difficult and interesting time, you know, trying to learn this new version of myself. And I just want to make this video for you guys. Eventually I will start getting back to posting and being consistent, because my mom wouldn't be happy with myself if she knew that I was not producing and putting out the things that I love, you know, the things that, you know, I've been put on this earth to do, the things that I feel like God blessed me to do. You know, for me now training, you know, some of the top players in the world, to training some of the top YouTubers in the world, to training myself, to, you know, working with the next generation, just everything that I'm doing. She was able to experience those things, you know, and I haven't fully talked about this out loud like how I have right now, except for a few friends. And now I want to share this with you guys. My world feels cold, you know, even on sunny days, it's cloudy, you know. Even when I'm laughing, you know, it's like, even in a room full of people, I still feel a little bit alone. And I'm okay with kind of like putting this out there and kind of talking about it, because, you know, I don't want to be treated as a charity case. I don't think anybody that takes any type of experience of loss should be treated as a charity case. And I'm gonna say this to conclude this video. If you guys have ever experienced any type of hurt, you know, whether it's loss, whether it's heartbreak, you know, whether it's disappointment, whether it's imposter syndrome, whether it's any of those things that you had to endure, you could stay within that. Like, you can stay within those feelings and let that eat you up, or you could use it, you know? Every time that I start crying, every time that I feel something, I go do push-ups or go shoot some shots, or, you know, I call out to my mom, you know, like, use it. You know, after a few days, after a few weeks, people are not gonna care about the things that you're going through, okay? So I want you to understand is that you got yourself, you gotta pick yourself up, and you gotta keep fighting. Because at the end of the day, you was born in this world, you came in this world by yourself, and everything that you wanna do, everything that you wanna be, every dream that you ever have, only you gonna give it to yourself. Not the lottery, not the government, not some random person. You make that promise to yourself that you don't quit on yourself, you stay disciplined, and I'll just see you at the top. All right? It's your boy Matt Thomas. Appreciate you guys listening to this video. And yeah. Mom, love you much. Talk to you.